Hi everyone, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul learning series by wavestrategy.com. And very good evening, Kanil, Rakesh, Asif, Rohit. Great to see you also here. Rohit has known me for more than a decade now. So before we can proceed on, how are you doing today? Today is a full moon Purnima, and I'm sure you might be, if see on a Purnima, it's a very special day actually. If you look at it from the from understanding the overall way in which the entire cycles move. Now, lunar cycle or moon plays is a very important phenomenon. So moon plays a very important phenomenon in every aspect of who we are and how we function. And today being a Purnima, happy Purnima to all of you. Actually, we should have holidays on full moon day so that you can sit and meditate, because this is the day when your energy has a natural upward movement. If that is happening, you will be able to see a lot of things changing that affects the human uh, body, but it also affects largely the oceans, the waves, the tides, all of those things. So it's very important that you need to understand that the reason I'm talking on a market day about a Purnima is because today is that day and it affects the market. If you have been following me on my Twitter handle, if you have been following me on my webinars, before we proceed, I would like to know how many of you are were there on the webinar on Saturday. This Saturday, when we started analyzing, looking at time, how many of you were there for that? Okay, I can see so many of you. Harminder, Krishna, Trupti, Firdausi. Fantastic to see you, Yogesh. We discussed the time. Okay, we discussed three multiple time frames for Bank Nifty. One of the time frame was around 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. There should be a positive reversal basis of a short term time cycle. I'm sure I saw on the mentorship channel telegram group, which we have on the mentorship telegram group, so many of you posted like they made 1,000 points on Bank Nifty, they made uh, 500 points, someone made 6 lakh of rupees. So that is fantastic. That is what I call as time traders. I can see Yogesh, Firdaus, uh, Shrikant, uh, and many, and Rimple, all of them sharing across their profits. I'm sorry if I missed out any name. So fantastic work there. And this was purely on the basis of a scientific approach, which we use as time cycle. Now, I've been posting about those times and those cycles also on the Twitter handle, and a few who are not understanding the overall context of it. तो थोड़े जन हैं जिन्हें उसका मतलब ही नहीं पता है, बट उन्हें एग्जैक्टली वही टाइम पे बाय करना है और फिर लॉस करते हुए बोलते हैं ये चलता नहीं है, यू से दिस एंड दैट, ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. सो you get in every, I think in every aspects of life you have certain people who do not want to take the step forward to understand how the confluence of price and time works, and then they criticize everything, right? So that's the problem. But nevertheless, that does not deter me from sharing across how the time functions. So I'm going to do that again today. But I'm telling you, if you want to understand how to trade using time and price together, you need to understand the concept in totality. जो मैं अभी वेबिनार में बता रहा हूँ आपको, खाली एप्लीकेशन बता रहा हूँ कहां पर नेक्स्ट रिवर्सल हो सकता है, लेकिन उसको ट्रेड में कैसे कन्वर्ट करना है, दैट्स अ स्किल that you might have to learn yourself, or you might have to get a mentor or attend a training. So I'm making it very clear right now. What I'm going to tell you and show you on the chart is going to simply thrill you up. It's going to be fabulous on Bank Nifty. Why we predicted Tuesday at 10 a.m. there is going to be a reversal in the past webinar on Saturday. We did that even in the prior webinar. So we have been doing that for time and again, and it has been simply awesome. Okay, I myself get thrilled at times looking at those kind of time reversals happening. Now today being a Purnima, it's very important because we have seen over past 5 occasions out of 6, 5 occasions the market has topped out exactly on the day of a Purnima. Now time is a dynamic element, so you have to understand one more thing from that कि एग्जैक्ट आज के दिन ही टॉप होगा ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. इट कैन बी अ डे और टू लेटर. Can it form a low also? Yes, it has happened in the past. So I'm not trying to play around and just trying to fool you. I'm just trying to say that we need to look at it from a science of probability. So there are certain people who want 100% surety. For them, please, you need not follow anything there, because if you are 100% confident that market will do that, it will definitely do something else. So a very, very important thing that happened today. Before we move on, I want to share across with each one of you what I have been tweeting, because the reason I do that is in this webinar now I can show you all the things that I was observing today, so that we don't have to spend time for searching it around. Okay, so let me just give a second, and I'm going to take you on my Twitter handle, which you can see it here. I'm going to hide myself from here, and if you are going to see over here, uh, you can clearly see यहाँ पर टाइम के बारे में थोड़ा डिस्कस करते हैं, which is also going to be about what was talked about and what has happened, so that you get that confidence. So यहाँ पर this is a bank nifty chart. Are you able to see this chart? This is a bank nifty chart. This is the video snapshot from that Saturday webinar which happened on 12th of February. बैंक निफ्टी का लो यहाँ था, यहाँ से बाउंस बैक, a low, bounce back, a low, a temporary bounce, and then a sell off, a low and the bounce back. And this low was supposed to be, this low was supposed, this date which you are seeing is 15th of Feb and 10 a.m. That's the date that you are seeing here. Now exactly at 10:15 बैंक निफ्टी ने यहाँ पे लो बनाया and it rallied sharply on the upside. Okay, now I'm going to share the what has happened along with the chart, so that now we can go on the chart and see this extension of the time which we were looking at on a Saturday. So अपने Saturday को ये level derive किया था, and look at that, that's the low. दिख रहा है आपको? This is the same cycle that we discussed about. Okay, and this is the low formed a rally, low formed and a rally, low and a rally, and this is the low, and wow, what a move it had been. Okay, this move came from 36,700 levels towards that 38,400 now. Okay, and it's simply amazing. I can see so many of you are chatting right now. Surya is saying, I am new and joined your mentorship program, joined the Saturday webinar, fantastic. Great to see. Today is bottoming moon cycle. I see so many of you. I'm not sure which one to look at it. Okay, so fantastic. So this is the cycle that I've talked about. अभी इस cycle के basis पे, this is an specific cycle. On the basis of this specific cycle, we will be able to understand where is the low going to be forming in the future. I'm again repeating, I'm not saying this is 100% probability. I'm saying this is a chances this might happen. So always remember. So यहाँ से rally हुआ. Now the cycle, the next low as per this cycle is going to happen on 18th of February, which is at 145. This is a very short term kind of a cycle. Short term intraday positional trades के लिए सही है. 18th of February, 130 is the time. 130 is the time. I'm going to write it down. So I'm going to keep a watch on the market around 18th of Feb at 1:30 p.m. Okay, I'm making a note here. So ये टाइम पे हम नोट बना के रख रहे हैं कि ये डेट को याद रखना है. Okay, I also told 16th of February के बारे में, and I also told an 18 days time cycle on Bank Nifty, which is on which date? People who are there, you should not forget the dates now. Okay, there are very few people. I don't remember the dates of birthdays. In fact, I forget my anniversary date also, to be honest. But I remember the dates in which the market moves, in which the Bank Nifty and the Nifty moves, because that's, you know, you remember the days and the dates which for you is more important. So, okay, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So 21st of February is going to be an important date, which is also going to be an 18-day cycle. So remember these dates. So 18th of Feb, 1:30, and 21st of Feb. These are the two important dates that I'm talking about. अभी काफी जन को समझना था कि टाइम साइकिल होता क्या है, सो आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इट यू इन अ वेरी वेरी quick way what is a time, what is a cycle and things like that. So time cycle means that you try to find out a period मतलब क्या होता है कि you find out over here, so this is known as the time. इसके बीच में हम डिस्टेंस फाइंड आउट करते हैं क्या पीरियड में मार्केट्स लो बना रहा है, and that's known as a time period for cycles to form a low. If you know those time periods, you will be able to identify reversals happening as per that time periodicity. लेकिन खाली टाइम को यूज करके ट्रेड नहीं करना है. We need to combine with candlestick, or you might want to combine with OI profile. It can be applied to Nifty, it can be applied to Bank Nifty, stocks, intraday, positionals, options, everywhere, and it works brilliantly. So bottom line है, अगर 80-90% of the time ऐसा चलता है, your work is done, right? As long as your accuracy is above 60%, you can make money from the market using any technique. That's the ultimate aim. Now let me go back to the Twitter now, and because as I said, I've shared a lot of charts here itself so that we don't have to spend time. Now this was shared when Nifty was 17,400 level. So I'm just open up the chart here. यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे, निफ्टी एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वाज कोटिंग अराउंड 7,440, 440 के आसपास था. उसके बाद थोड़ा ऊपर गया 480 90 के आसपास, एंड फ्रॉम देयर वी सॉ डिप टुवर्ड्स 280 लेवल्स डायरेक्टली ये यहाँ पर. सो that was the basis of the OI profile. This is known as the open interest profile, cumulative. You can get it from Go Charting. तो यहाँ पर शार्प राइज है एंड यहाँ पर भी राइज है, सो विच मीन 17,000 ब्रेक करना इतना इजी नहीं है. एंड 17,400, लुक एट इट हाउ ब्रिलियंटली इट एक्टेड एज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस. एंड वहीं से निफ्टी में नियरली अराउंड आई थिंक 200 पॉइंट्स फॉल आया, बिकॉज वहां पर 17,490 था एंड नियरली अराउंड 290 280 के आसपास वहां पर फॉल आया. सो मोर देन 200 पॉइंट्स Nifty reversed from there by looking at the open interest profile chart. In fact, also one more important information which we had along with that is time. Why time is an important information? Because I want to tell you one more thing which is crucial, is basis of the time. Now how to read that time correctly is what I am showing you right now. अगर यहाँ पर अगर आप देख रहे हो, what is mentioned is 17,450, तो 490 तक गया, 180, that's the range of the market. Selling triangle should work well because tomorrow is an expiry. 15 minutes पे bottom around 230 के आसपास होना चाहिए, which means expecting a dip and then an up move near the closing. लेकिन closing के पहले up move नहीं आया फिलहाल, okay, but dip मिल गया हमें. Now that is very very important. अभी let me share across on a Nifty chart. I'm going to go on a Nifty chart for you right now. Just give me a second. Okay, let me just share that across very very clearly. And if you want to observe this chart, I'm just searching for my cycle already created for you. I'm just searching for that. Okay, here it is. So let me share that screen now. Here it is. Okay, I can see Shantanu Bose is saying I was there. Fantastic, you are awesome. I made 115% profit today. Okay, that's fantastic. Now यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे, what I mentioned is very clearly this was a basis of a smaller cycle which is a 46 period cycle. I'm not sure if you are aware about that or not. So there are multiple cycles that we are following. So इसका half एक cycle भी है. Now that cycle falls around this area. Now as I said, I need a dip before that cycle. So exactly around this area from 17,500 we are getting a dip now. From here now we need a move above 17,500 to be crossed. अगर 17,500 क्रॉस हो गया which means we will now have exact low formed in that cycle period, a shorter term cycle period. Let me just plot it for you so that it becomes easy for you to understand. I'm talking about a shorter term cycle period from this point onward until this point. I'm going to change the color of this to a red one. और अगर ये हम साइकिल देखें तो ये साइकिल के पहले डिप आना चाहिए था, जो कि अभी आ गया. Now for this has to turn on the upside, we need a push above the cycle dip के पहले का high. Also 17500 is the highest open interest profile. चलिए चलते हैं, देखते हैं यहाँ पर ओपन इंटरेस्ट चार्ट पे आ गए हम. दिस इज 17500 का ओपन इंटरेस्ट. लेट मी जस्ट जूम आउट अ बिट and I'll be able to explain it to you in a very quick way. So 17500 के यहाँ पर एक बड़ा सा ये बना है. इसके ऊपर अगर निफ्टी जाएगा then we will know that there is some kind of a पॉजिटिविटी, बिकॉज एक तो ओआई लेवल ब्रेक होगा, दूसरा टाइम और प्राइस दोनों साथ में कंफर्म होगा. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग? यू आर need a confirmation not only on time. So the time zone is on the buy now. Post 3 p.m. 2:33 3:15 के आसपास we needed a dip. That dip has come brilliantly. Now we need it to cross above the high, so we will get a very classic confirmation from 17500. We will then go towards 17800 if that breaks. Now this is the most important thing that you need to understand. काफी सारे जन जो टाइम ट्रेडर है, they just go and they will simply go and buy it because the cycle is reversing. No, you need at least either a break or what? Tell me. Hourly candle techniques. Guys, are you following the hourly candle techniques that we have been talking about so long? Hourly candle technique क्या है? We need to go on the chart. We need to go on an hourly chart. And what do we have to see? We will always buy a green candle, right? So once we go on an hourly chart, once we zoom in, we need a green candle. Okay, so far this is a daily chart. I'm just going to go on an hourly chart now. This hourly candle has closed below the prior candle low. Also we have this as the resistance line. Now that's a very superb line. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर आप इसी को डुप्लीकेट करके नीचे प्लॉट करोगे, you will see the channel. That's the channel. Very important channel. And see, despite of all the euphoria and Ukraine-Russia war and all of those things, this is important. Now, we are in a time buy zone, but at a channel resistance. In this scenario, what should be your option strategy? I'm again repeating. हमारा टाइम बाई जोन पे है, लेकिन चैनल रेजिस्टेंस पे है और वहीं से रिवर्सल हो रहा है. What is your strategy now? Looking at an option. That's the brilliant part of it. Tell me. You can sell a 7700 ka call exactly. Yogesh, sell a put brilliantly, exactly. And that's why sell strangle. Sandhya, lovely. Sell a strangle. समझ में आया? कैसे ऑप्शन को टाइम के साथ में हमने कंबाइन कर लिया. Also if 17500 gets taken out, so open interest जो हाईएस्ट लेवल था वो ब्रेक हो गया. साथ में so we have a very strong confirmation that 17500 break हुआ, so open interest निकल गया, price confirm हुआ. So can I then start buying calls? Because price and time both get in sync. So thing is, when the price and time deviate, sell options. When the price and time get in sync, you can buy options, which means every information as per time that we are getting is a vital information. Not only as per price, as per time. I'm saying. कुछ समझ में आया? I'm just talking to myself. So थोड़ा सा concept time लगेगा समझने के लिए, because this is just an application I'm trying to tell you here. The exact crux and the science of it we are going to do in the Master of Cycles, which is happening over this weekend. So वो हम करने वाले हैं exactly over the weekend is what we are going to practice, and we are going to look at those kind of things. So it is very important for you to understand this, and you will find all of these charts that I've been sharing across uh, in my Twitter handle. So also let's go back to the Saturday webinar. सैटरडे को क्या पाथ दिखाया था कि यहाँ से फॉल आएगा. फॉल केम अ लिटिल फास्टर एंड शार्पर, देन द पुल बैक. यू नो द हाई हियर, द लेवल व्हिच इज मार्क्ड हियर इज 38,400 के आसपास का लेवल तक पुल बैक आएगा. 38,600. कैन समवन टेल मी व्हाट इज द बैंक निफ्टी हाई सो फार? That is the pullback we were expecting. 38,400. Wow, that is simply fabulous, right? So this is how it moves. This is the level which was marked here on this chart. ये chart I am telling you, let me just zoom in to for you all to see. Shamina, please wait. I'm going to tell you something very, very simple and interesting. So ये chart आप देख रहे हो? Can you see the levels? So right now, where do we stand? We came down sharply from that high. Okay. Sharply lower. We pulled back exactly at this level. So our high यहाँ पर ही है फिलहाल. And today, and we reversed from there. And today is also a Purnima. Now let's go to the lunar cycle and check. What are we doing? We are looking at a 15-minute cycle. As per the 15-minute cycle, then we are going on a lunar cycle and trying to see what is the market doing. Shall we look at lunar cycle? Today being a Purnima, shall we look at that? Now this is the chart that I am talking about, and I'm going to apply a lunar cycle. वो आप भी कर सकते हो. यहाँ पर जाना है, and you just simply have to put a moon phase here. Moon phase is apply करना है simply, and once you do that, you have a lunar cycle ready. I'm going to go on a daily time frame. That's the cycle I'm talking about. So today being a Purnima. Now let's understand how did the market behaved on each of these past occasions as per the lunar cycle. On this, the top was formed, sharp fall. On this, the top was formed and the fall. This is the cycle when the low was formed. You might be seeing that happening कि यहाँ पर लो बना है, लेकिन अगर जस्ट इधर देखें तो यहाँ पर टॉप भी बना है. So on more occasions it has formed a top. Look at this, the top was formed, and right now we stand here. Okay, right now we are here. So this is every Purnima we have seen a reversal on the downside. Now that is superb. The top formed exactly on the day, exact there. Okay, this you can debate it, it's a low or it's a top, it depends. This formed exactly here. This formed exactly here. So if you look at the past 6 instances, 4 or 5 instances, on most of them, now prior to that, this full moon was acting as a classic lows prior to that. But after 18,600 was formed, and in fact it was at 18,400 when I, about months before, I conducted a webinar. I said the cyclicality of moon has changed, which means something is not right in the market. And look at it, what has happened after that. So this has worked out brilliantly. So as per that, we are in a lunar cycle, but I am telling you, you need a confirmation. Confirmation will be tomorrow. If tomorrow we manage to break the low of this candle and close, it does not matter whether Russia-Ukraine war happens or does not happen, market will do what it has to do. Okay, if this happens, if the low of today gets broken, get ready for another volatility move, sharp trend. Okay, that's the move. Just in case 17,500 gets taken out, then we will see that maybe this cycle, instead of forming a top, forming a low. Am I making sense? How to use time? See, I am telling you again, time और price को ठीक से combine करके देखना है. Okay, very importantly, is it important? Is it clear? Okay, And very, very important, one more announcement I want to make is tomorrow we have a pre-session for the participants of Master of Cycles. So how many of you are a part of Master of Cycles, which is happening over the weekend, which is on 12, which date is that? Okay, it is 19th and 20th of February, Saturday and Sunday for 12 hours. Okay, I can see Sumit, Krishna, Neha, Ajay, Sanjeev, so many who sent, so many of you are a part of it. Samir, fantastic. So कल हमारा एक प्री सेशन है which is going to happen at 5. I'm going to, I think 4:30 आपको invite मिलेगा, exclusive session, pre session we are going to conduct for people. Sanjay is here, Sanjay Pandey. Okay, so we are going to have a pre session. Ensure you are free, and we are going to set the tone for the coming week, how to go about the training which is happening on Saturday and Sunday for 12 hours. And this science I'm going to give it to you, where you will be able to forecast prices also along with time. So खाली time ही नहीं देखेंगे, price भी देखेंगे. Okay, very importantly. So is it clear? Hussein is saying super excited. I've cancelled all my plans to avoid any distraction. Yes, that is very important. So this is what we are going to do is, I'm going to tell you very quickly. ये जो lunar cycle है 15 minute cycle है, 55 days cycle है, 85 week cycle है, हम सबको combine करेंगे and we will derive a proper trade for intraday options, positional option buying strategy, investment strategy, और कभी कौन से स्टॉक को बाय करना है. All of that strategy we are going to do that exactly on this Saturday and Sunday. So be there with me. It's going to be simply fabulous. Okay, we are going to look at combining this lunar cycle. लेकिन इस पे ट्रेड को कैसे कन्वर्ट करना है, साइकिल समझ में आएगा, उसको ट्रेड. एंड यू नो द बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट टाइम साइकिल इज व्हाट, every one of you can do it. You need not be a trader, you need not be a practitioner, and you can do it. So it does not matter. Are you with me? Do you want to, so I'm going to take a very quick poll. Do you want me to be with me for the upcoming program on Master of Cycles, which is happening this weekend? Do you want to be there? I'm taking a poll quickly. And people on YouTube, you want to be a part of it, so you can come on Zoom and be enrolling for this program. The pre-session tomorrow is exclusive only for the participants of MOC, which is going to happen over the weekend. And we will derive dates, time for stocks, for Bank Nifty, for gold. In fact, I'm not sure if you have checked, gold has rallied precisely when I expected it to, as per the time. Okay, I can see so many of you, and the mentorship is starting in March. But if you are a part of the mentorship program in March, you will be allowed to attend Master of Cycles as a live event. So you'll get a free pass for the Master of Cycles. So don't worry on that. If you want to be a part of mentorship, you will be able to learn a lot of things. Nitesh Pathak is saying 50,200 plus gold. It worked amazing. 55 day cycle on gold, 51 days on gold, 15 minutes अगर बैंक निफ्टी पे आप देखोगे, the way. So I'm going to give you a period. I'm going to give you an Excel sheet which will have ready-made time cycles defined. अगर आपको चाहिए तो आप वो भी यूज कर सकते हो, नहीं वो यूज करना आप खुद से डिराइव भी कर सकते हो. We are going to do all of those practices, and you might not believe, I mean, it has simply worked out brilliantly for so many of the participants who are a part of the mentorship program. So I just want to share across a few of those, and what they have to talk about this mentorship which we are going to have is, I'm just sharing that across on my Twitter. This is, again, you'll find it on the Twitter. This is what Ajay has shared across, and I think Ajay is also here. So this is what he has to say. And I really thanks for such wonderful gesture, Ajay, that you did. Kudos to the magnetic personality and all of those things. So this is what you can learn. Neo wave concepts unfolding like magic. Maximum juice from Nifty. Yesterday's down move, today's up move. He is able to practice that. That is what is mentioned in this. I was able to maintain full discipline without any emotional fear, greed, and able to stick to my resolve of trading with single lot for a couple of weeks, deploying full risk management, and that's what. So he has done fantastically well. Not only that, there have been many of the mentees who have been talking about the way they were trading this up move, down move, Over here we can see clearly Nagraj Radhakrishna. He was able to make how much? I think he was able to make 6 lakh of profit in this trend. Okay, and look at the quantity he had is 1,000 quantity of Bank Nifty, and this is the discussion which happens on various things. So that's mentorship program that I'm showing you across. So and there are so many of you. So ये जो 2 दिन के volatility में many people were looking कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है. Here is the proof of people who have been doing fabulously well. So it's fantastic, you know. That is what I wanted to share across, and I'm open to questions. Any questions, please? Chandrasekhar, okay. Want to understand that what you mentioned. So Ajay is saying it's 13th February was wonderful session. What we want to do is now is this. Okay, in a nutshell, Ajay, what I am trying to tell you is that right now we are standing at an important juncture of the market. In this important juncture of the market, you will be able to see that we are on a Purnima day, which means tomorrow, if we break the low of today, it is going to be a sign that again a top is formed and we are moving down. If Nifty breaks 17,500 tomorrow on the upside, it will indicate that this Purnima cycle, which was supposed to reverse on the downside, is not happening and we are going to be on the upside. So इस तरीके से हम दोनों को combine करके we will be deriving that rate. So tomorrow we will discuss in much detail in the pre-session of Master of Cycles. So you did not worry on that. Okay, fantastic. And I have a question here. If I'm a fresher, can I be a part of Master of Cycles? Yes, absolutely. It does not matter. You can be a part of Cycles. Amit, I'm so sorry. That's not possible. This is something very, very interesting. I've been doing this research for many years and I'm giving it to you. So Madhav is saying, would like to join your complete mentorship program. Sure, Madhav. So my team will just get in touch with you how you can enroll and be a part of the tomorrow's program, which is happening on the pre-session. So that way you are going to be there. I'm ending the poll now. Here is the link, guys. If you want to enroll for the Master of Cycles program, here is the link. You can simply click on that link. My colleague has shared across and register for the Master of Cycles program. This offer is not valid for anyone else. But right now, since you are a participant right now on the webinar, this is allowed. Otherwise, the early bird is complete. You are not a part of webinar on Saturdays. That's complete only today. It's valid right now since you are attending this webinar as a giveaway. I am doing that. And guys, tomorrow, I've already announced last Friday that there is a giveaway of my book, which I'm going to do that tomorrow after the Nifty close. So whoever is the nearest guest, I'm giving away that. So I'm sure many of participants. So we have hundreds of participants from there. So I'm going to do that. I'm committed. So don't worry on that. Okay. Fantastic. So I'm going to end. So this is the link which I wanted to share across just with you all, from where you can go and register yourself for Master of Cycles or the mentorship program. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Fantastic. Shabba Khair, really love talking to you all. It was wonderful. See you for the Master of Cycles program. Pre-session happening tomorrow. Very important day. Today is a Purnima. Candle confirmation will happen tomorrow. So कल का दिन बहुत important है. अगर आज का high निकल गया तो positive है. आज का low निकल गया, we might be going down again sharply. So be prepared for a move in either direction. I'm not confusing you. I'm simply going to tell you how to combine time with option strategy for intraday or for positional trade. It's going to be simply amazing. Thank you and keep learning and keep growing. This is Ashish Gyal signing off, and people on YouTube, ensure you click on that subscribe button, share the video across. We had thousands of participants on Saturday. They are thrilled. In fact, they created long positions on Bank Nifty on 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. And look at that, they made like crazy money. So ये possible है, but risk भी समझना होगा. अगर किसी ने आपको बोला होगा हमेशा ही profit होगा, he is faking it. There is a science of probability. Trade with a stop loss and ensure when you lose less. When you make money, you make a lot of that, and then you will be a successful trader. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time.